I mean, I think my primary focus this year is the 200. I mean, that's my baby. That's my favorite event. I won a gold medal in that event. Yeah, you feel me? That's the most fun event on the track to run. So that's my primary focus. But
with the way things are going so far in the season, in her career, in fact, it's pretty obvious that the 200-meter sprint is obviously her baby, as she calls it. And very recently, she might as well have set the track at the Icahn Stadium on fire. This isn't too surprising given that
But I loved being on the track, and I loved running, and I worked hard at it.
as early as last year, athletes have been exhibiting their dominance in their respective events while preparing for this year's Summer Olympics. Gabby Thomas is no different. At the 2023 USATF Outdoors 200-meter final, she was the first sprinter to beat Jamaican track star Shericka Jackson in the race, as she finished the race strong with a meet record and a new personal best of 21.60. With that, she earned the honor of owning the 6th and 7th fastest times ever run in the event. She also held the world lead weeks before US Nationals. Then, at the 2023 World Athletics Championships prepared, where she ended up finishing the 200-meter race second with a time of 21.81 seconds, and subsequently earned her third global medal. For context, she earned bronze in the 200 meters and was a member of Team USA's silver medal-winning 4x100-meter relay squad at the Tokyo Olympics. Her fourth global medal came only a few days later, but this time it was the much-coveted gold medal. The American quartet of Tamari Davis, Twana Shateri, Gabby Thomas, and Richardson competed in the 4x100-meter relay and crossed the line in 41.03 seconds, the fastest time ever at a world championship. Long story short, Gabby finished her 2023 season strong and started her 2024 season with a bang. At the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in early February, she won in the women's 300-meter when she registered an impressive time of 35.75 seconds. She basically left Nigerian athlete Favor Ofele and fellow American Lina Irby behind, clocking 35.99 seconds and 36.05 seconds, respectively. As Citrus Mag said, "The fan favorite delivers," showing pictures of Gabby at the finish line. By March, Thomas produced record times at the Texas and Florida relays, although her main focus, as you all know, was on the 200-meter dash. She held her own well in the 100-meter dash and won in 10.88 seconds.
I mean, one of my career-long goals is to have a win legal sub-11, so it's a little over the legal limit, so I'm a little annoyed, but I'm gonna get it. It's just one of my goals, but I'm proud of how I competed. I think I did a lot of good things in that race, and it's gonna look good for the outdoor season.
She won ahead of Solera Barnes from the sports management and marketing team, who finished in 11.00 seconds, and Tamara Clark from Adidas, who crossed the line in 11.03 seconds. Courtney Johnson, competing unattached, secured the fourth spot with a time of 11.18 seconds in a separate heat. After her victory in the event, Thomas went on to win the 200-meter dash in a meet record and world-leading time of 20.08 seconds. Adidas's Tamara Clark once again trailed Thomas, finishing in 22.21 seconds. Lina Irby Jackson, also representing Adidas, and Nisha Berger from UTEP rounded out the top four with times of 22.70 and 22.85 seconds, respectively. It probably goes without saying, Gabby stole the spotlight with her remarkable performance in the sprint events at the Texas Relays. Representing New Balance, she clinched the women's 100-meter and 200-meter invitational titles, showcasing her early dominance on the track. As the event came to a close, she had already won 3 gold medals in 3 different classifications. When asked about how she managed to go through all these events with ease, she admitted with a smile, "I love running, so I love racing, and at trails we have to do rounds. It's good to actually see where I'm at, and it's good training." Then, in early May, she helped the US to wins in respective 4x 100-meter relay races, with Thomas lacing up a second time as the US women ran to a world lead in the 400-meter relay at the 2024 World Athletics Relays Bahamas. In fact, while her teammates posed for photos after the 4x 100-meter win, Gabby left the track to prepare for the relay final less than 20 minutes later, which the USA also won. In addition to the win, which is already enough cause for celebration, Team USA broke their own 10-year-old championship record to dominate the women's 4x100 meter. The women's 400 meters relay championship record of 41.88 had been set at the inaugural World Athletics Relays in Nassau in 2014. A decade later, another U.S. quartet made history in the Bahamian capital as Tamari Davis, Thomas Solera Barnes, and Melissa Jefferson combined to clock 41.85 and cap a successful campaign. By mid-May, Gabby's winning streak appears to have been broken. At the 2024 USATF Los Angeles Grand Prix, she secured 6th place in the women's 200 meters in a win-legal 22.68 seconds. Also at UCLA's Drake Stadium, Thomas finished 4th in Section B of the women's 100-meter dash in a win-legal 11.42 seconds. Despite the perhaps unexpected losses, Gabby remains upbeat.
So we came out here and I wanted to get both a 100 and a 200 time in to see where I'm at in training. I will say that traditionally I don't perform very well here, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel fit and I feel healthy, so I'll come back in my next race and then see what I look like.
She did come to her next race well prepared and came back strongly in New York. At the recently concluded 2024 USATF NYC Grand Prix, Gabby made sure to own the race. She, along with fellow U.S. athletes Noah Lyles and Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, produced dominant victories at the competition held at the Icahn Stadium. The event was also a part of the World Athletics Continental Tour, Gold Meeting. In the women's 200 meter, Gabby completed the race in 22.42 seconds.
It's Jenna Prandini, Gabby Thomas, Tamara Clark alongside each other before Gabby Thomas stretches away and finds an extra gear. Gabby Thomas runs all the way through the line into a strong headwind, minus 3.1 in her face, 22.42.
It was fast enough, although it was almost 0.35 seconds more than her 200-meter personal best this season of 22.08 seconds at the 2024 Clyde Littlefield Texas Relays. Still, it was enough for her to clinch the top position on the podium. As you saw, she finished ahead of her compatriots Tamara Clark and Jenna Prandini, who also breached the 23-second barrier, clocking 22.79 seconds and 22.96 seconds respectively. This performance now places her among the top contenders to watch in the women's 200 meter at the 2024 Paris Olympics. After winning the 200-meter race, the two-time Olympic medalist uploaded pictures of herself on her Instagram handle, captioned, "Next stop, Olympic trials." She also took to X to express her joy about the win. Following the victory, she retweeted one of her posts that she had put up after her disappointing performance at the USATF Los Angeles Grand Prix. She captioned it saying, "Just like I said, it's all coming together when it needs to." In addition to the 200-meter race, Gabby Thomas also ran the 100-meter race, in which she came 4th at the NYC Grand Prix, where she registered a time of 11.34 seconds. As you may have noticed by now, this is not the first time she raced in 2 different events on a single day. Earlier this season, she participated in 3 events at the Texas Relays, including the 100-meter, 200-meter, and the 4x100-meter relay race. She also competed at the World Athletics Relays in the Bahamas, at the women's 4x100-meter and 4x400-meter events, where she played a crucial role in winning the gold medals in both events for the USA. As she wrote in her Instagram post, the 2024 US Olympic Team Trials is next on her schedule. It will be held at the Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon in a week or so. Should she make the team going to Paris, which isn't too hard to imagine happening, the Summer Olympics in France will be Thomas's second time competing at the Games. Just in case you needed a reminder, she earned a pair of medals in Tokyo back in 2021. Not only does the track and field star hopes to win her first gold medal in Paris, but also to make sure to enjoy the journey. After all,
Part of just what made me so successful is I didn't put that extra pressure on myself in anything I was doing. It was just, let's see how I can like enjoy this journey, go through this process, and be the best athlete and just, you know, the best version of myself that I could be.
She also hopes to be an inspiration to others.
Is to go after what you want to do and have fun with it, right? Just take your passion, let your passions drive you and take you where they're going to take you. And just work hard at it.
Watch this to see who else plans to be at the U.S. trials along with Gabby.